You've heard the law that says the punishment must match the energy. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Somebody punches me, I punch them, right? We're even. But I say, do not resist an evil person. If someone slaps you on the right cheek, can you imagine somebody coming up today and just like, welcome to Bayside. Somebody slaps you on the right cheek, offer the other also. If you're sued in court, someone ever sue you? Your shirt's taken from you, give them your coat as well. If a soldier demands that you walk 1 mile, carry it 2. Give to those who ask, do not turn away those who want to borrow. Here he's talking about non-resistance. Is this to say that there's not to be police or government or military? Not talking about that. He's talking about individual responses. And I wonder if we did more of this, if we need less of that. But you know, if somebody slapped you in the cheek, doesn't it feel a little bit like if you don't go after them or stand up for yourself that you're being a sissy? Come on. There's a podcast called Revisionist History. You've heard it said, but I tell you the truth, a little bit of this. And I was listening to one of them, and it was about basketball. I don't know if I've mentioned I like basketball. It's about a guy named Wilt. In 1962, he scored 100 points in one game. 100 points. That year, he averaged over 50 points. And in that game in 1962, he did something that was just, for him, unreal. He made 28 out of 32 free throws. And he wasn't a good free throw shooter. He was like Shaq before Shaq. He was Wilt. That year, he actually had the highest percentage of free throws he'd ever shot. What's interesting is that year, you know what he did in that game? He shot free throws underhanded. He shot them underhanded. Turns out everyone, according to some study, would shoot 10% better if they shot underhanded free throws. What's interesting is the next year, Wilt did something interesting. He went back to shooting free throws the way he had before, which meant missing them. One year he shot 38%. And he never became the free throw shooter, never scored 100 points again. And you wonder how many more championships he might have won if he would have been able to continue the underhanded free throw. And they asked him, why did you change? Why wouldn't you shoot underhanded? And here's what he said: I felt like a sissy. Who's hurt you that you don't want to forgive? Who is it that if they walked in here, you'd want to walk out? Who is it that has mistreated you? Who slapped you in the face? Jesus says, that's the person that I want you to treat well. Soldiers in that day could demand you, hey, by law, you have to walk a mile with my pack. Here you go. And Jesus said, do the first mile because you have to. But the second mile, do it because you're free. The first mile is law. The second mile is grace. What does it mean for you to turn a cheek or go the extra mile? That's the gospel. The gospel frees us up to do what's not normal. It's not normal.